maybe that kind of works. Here. Yeah, that's perfect break. Great. Just do one of these. You just stay. Not too much. Poe. Hi. We want. How do I get out of this mode? Just white. I just want a white screen. What the heck? Why's my laptop not working? I hate everything, guys. One sec. You're just gonna have to just hang out down there. Why? Oh, maybe that's better. Okay, that's white. Nope, not good white. Okay, we'll put on dark mode. We'll just put on dark mode. All right, we've got no headlights on. This is it. Poe's gonna knock you over once again. If you hear an echo, that's because I'm sitting in a very empty apartment with no furniture except for a dog bed, a cardboard box that used to have, that my groceries were delivered in, and a crate. That's it. I have nothing. I have had no chair to sit on, so I just sit on the floor on the dog bed, and then the dog gives me a little, what am I supposed to sit on? And I'm like, well, the floor. You're a dog. You can sit on the floor. So, hello, everybody. Hello. This is my new place. Yes, indeed. We're just going to eat dinner tonight. Legit. Didn't know it was Tuesday. Totally slipped my mind. Today was our first day in the office. Yes, it's going to be a mukbang. Our first day at work. It was Poe's first day at work. Maybe she'll sit beside me. That's a good girl. So today was exhausting. Absolutely exhausting, to say the least. And I can't do a proper scrim. I have all my computer parts sitting right over there. My computer sitting right over there, but I don't have a monitor. A monitor is coming on Thursday. That's as soon as I can get a monitor. What's my dinner? Well, I have utensils. I packed utensils in the car with me. You want to know what I didn't pack in the car with me? Plates, bowls, dishes, a cup, anything to cook on. Anything. So tonight's dinner, as all of my meals have been, is bag salad, where you just chop the top of the bag off, you make the bag salad in the bag, and you shake it up. You buy Costco rotisserie chicken, because I don't have a pan to cook a chicken in, so you buy pre-cooked chicken, you chop up enough chicken, and you just stick it in and shake it all up, and you just have salad. Which I love. Would I prefer a bowl? Probably. But is this what I'm eating between now and Friday? Yes. Or I can go to work, which has a cafeteria, and I can just borrow. I'll take it back. I just borrow some things and then take them back once my stuff arrives. We were unable to do that today. Leif's dinner, not much better. His dinner was a microwave Amazon chicken, marsala, and rice. Needs more greens. And so tonight we're having, this is Mediterranean crunch. I don't know, it's delicious. I love bag salad, I love salad. I would eat salad, chicken salad, for like the rest of my life. I love bag salad so much. I would prefer a bowl. So, the last time you saw me, I was in a different country. What's up, James? Oh dear. What's up, Rafa? Last time you saw me, I was in a different country. The past week has been the most bonkers week possible. Last Sunday. Put some Doritos. No, Doritos has too much MSG. 2 Sundays ago, I did a visa run. I did a 24-hour trip to the United States of America to secure a work visa. What's up, Dark Horse? What's up, Gage? How's it going? And it went well. The border guard was super, super pleasant. I showed up, I am not exaggerating, 5 hours beforehand. My flight was at 6:50. No, sorry, this flight was at 6:10. Return was at 6:50. This flight was at 6:10. I was at the airport at 12:30. So you go to the border crossing, and you say, I would like to apply for a work visa. And they take you and they put you in the second room, the secondary room. And the last time I got this visa, it was not easy. Because you're there for an interview. So I'm there in my button up and my heels to make me look all professional, because I'm coming in on an executive management visa. And I need to look executive. This dude was like, oh, you've already been on this visa? It just expired in July? Okay. I was like, I have been studying for this interview, and that's all you needed to know? Because he was like, yeah, you're already on it. That's fine. And then he's like, the fees? You don't have to pay the fees. You paid the fees 2 years ago. You don't need to pay them again. What? That saved me $560 right there. Hey, thank you for the gift. Thank you. What's up, Matthew? Thank you, Necrosis, for the floating heart. Thank you. So it was super easy. I mean, it still took quite a hot second, but because he had to spend forever typing all of it up, but like that was the extent of my interview. And then he's like, yeah, this seems fine. And then he went and he typed everything up, and then I just sat there, not using my phone, looking very executive management-like. And then I was just at the airport 5 hours early. So we had a good 24-hour trip to the States. Went into the office, got to see everybody, and then whirlwind flew back home. And then the movers showed up the very next morning. The movers, the craters. So I had a bunch of breakables. These custom craters showed up. They had custom made crates to the specifics of my breakables. They crated everything up. The movers took everything. We were done by midday. Now I didn't have Poe with me, and I had a friend who had to come over and drop off some stuff that he had that was mine. So I had to stay the next day. So we couldn't stream on Tuesday because I literally had nothing in my entire apartment, and I was just sleeping on the dog bed. I slept alone on that dog bed. I left Poe with our dog watcher, Aiden, which was very nice. Aiden just watched her through the whole thing. And then first thing Wednesday morning, 7:30 in the morning, Aiden showed up with Poe. And he was sad. And he gave her kisses. He gave her so many kisses and so many hugs. And he said, I don't want you to leave me. And I said, but we got to, man. My whole apartment was empty. It was just as echoey as this apartment is. So echoey. Poe and I hopped in a car and we waved goodbye and we just left. We left. Got down to the border. This was the second stressful part of the trip. I had second border crossing. Now I had just crossed the border. And even though I had secured a visa, there's no guarantee that anytime I cross the border that they will let me in. They don't have to let me in if they don't want to, even though I have work authorization. And so I was super stressed, and I had prepared a full stack of papers to take to this border guard. Okay? I had all of Poe's CDC import paperwork. I had her rabies. I had a bunch of paperwork for her. I had all of my work authorization. I had my lease printed out. I had my PG&E printed out. I had my renter's insurance printed out as proof of destination, proof of where I'm going, proof that I am legit. I also had completed a whole manifest of every single thing that I had in the car with me, because I'm technically, thank you, Life, I'm technically importing, and Harvey, thank you. I was importing an entire car's worth of stuff into the country. And just in case they wanted to go through and audit anything I was bringing to the country, I had all of it fully documented. I pull up to the border guard, nervous as heck, with all my paperwork and everything all ready to go. So I hand over my Nexus card and my passport. Nexus lets me get through the border faster because they pre-checked a bunch of stuff for me. I hand over my Nexus and he says, "What are you doing?" And I say, "I am relocated to the United States of America," with no funny accent. And he said, and he had looked me up in the system. He's like, "Oh, on your new visa?" I was like, "Yep." He's like, "Okay." I was like, "What? I have prepared so much." He looked at the dog, he looked at the car full of stuff, and he's just like, "Okay." Sir, do you know what I could be bringing into your country? What's up, Fortnite battle? Do you know? No, he just let me bring whatever I had in the car. And I'm not even going to tell you guys what I had in the car. He just let me bring whatever the heck I wanted into the country. And then 4 days later, Poe and I made it all the way down. It was a stressful drive, a very stressful drive. Yes, I am Canadian, eh? Very stressful drive. 4 days. The first day was the longest, 350 miles. Which for me, I don't drive. If you've been on the channel before, you know I don't drive. I don't drive ever. So 350 miles in a single day is a lot for me. A lot for me. So we made it down the first night. Yeah, we made it pretty far. It was pretty good. Can't believe Canada's a real place. Canada is a real place. It's legit. It is. Hello, folks. Hello. I'm normally live streaming on Tuesdays. We normally play a lot of video games on Tuesdays, but I don't have a computer monitor. So that's a day trip one way to LA. Yeah, so I think I could likely drive to LA in a single day. Now, granted, the 350 miles, Google Maps said it should take 6 hours. It took me 10 hours to drive that. I'm really slow at driving. Okay? So I went as fast as I could, but I had to take breaks because, as I have told you before, my butt cheeks go numb when I drive. Okay? It just goes numb. Why not stream on Twitch? What's Twitch? I'm not familiar with that. What games do I play? So I usually play on this channel. There's a lot of Fallout. Some Mario, some Zelda, mostly some Fallout lately. Once my computer stuff gets down here though, indie games. I've really been feeling indie games. Very much so. I want to play Neo. Neo is like popping off. People are saying it's the best Metroidvania that ever Vania'd. And so I want to check out that. I also want to check out Cassette Boy. It's supposed to be like Fez, where depending on your viewpoint, the world state is totally changed. And so you're doing these 4D puzzles in your head to like change the world to solve the puzzle you need. So that seems like fun too. Although a friend played it, he didn't like it. I'd love to visit Canada one day. A lot of people say it's boring there. No offense. Depends on what you want to do. It depends on what you like and what you want to do. I've lived in some boring parts of Canada. I've lived in some boring parts of other countries. And I've lived in some very exciting parts of Canada and exciting parts of other countries. So it really just depends. And also, it's boring or whatever. It's based on what you make of it. Yeah. So we drove all the way down. We made it all the way here. We got here on Saturday, handed in the rental car, spent Sunday buying stuff. This apartment is 50% larger than my previous apartment. I do not have furniture to fill up this apartment at all. Even when all my stuff arrives, there will be like, there's a dining room table, there's room for a dining room over there, and I have no table and I have no chairs. So it's stuff like that I need. So I've been doing a ton of online shopping to get to the necessities for things. I do have a tape measure here, so I'm tape measuring all the things. I need a new couch. The current couch I have is my dog's couch. She's down here. Hey, what's up, Roy? Yeah, I need a new couch for Poe. I think I want a bigger couch because now I have so much more room for everything. So we're going furniture shopping, we're going couch shopping. What's my channel about? My channel is about gaming normally. Gaming and gaming and Fallout and gaming. I'd say is a pretty good summary. You never know what you're gonna get on my channel because I'm always testing something new. There will be some new stuff that I will be testing in the next couple of weeks. I hope, knock on wood. Floor, laminate looking wood floor. My desk is still a folding table you bought 10 years ago. Oh, I'm looking forward to my desk showing up. They pulled my whole desk apart and I said, yo, this desk is not made to come apart and go back together, and they assured me they would put it back together, otherwise they can get me a new desk. So my sit-stand desk is in pieces. Pieces. Very much pieces. Yeah, so. Oh, Mark, thank you. Thank you for the 100. Hey, thank you. And we've been checking out where we live. We moved into sort of a brand new area for myself. I'm not familiar with it. I've got a bud who lives actually in my building. I have another bud who lives 2 blocks over. But my second bud caught RSV/COVID, so we're not hanging out. But we will when he's feeling better. I've already received an invitation to a party, and I have 2 other people who want to hang out. So them's a good. We'll have to figure out how to coordinate all of that stuff. I just right now picked up a rental car. I had a whole rental car fiasco. What's my channel about? My channel is usually about gaming. We game every single Tuesday. Yesterday morning, I went to go pick up a rental car. Didn't realize on American holidays, off-work holidays, a lot of people rent cars and go on adventures. So I showed up to the car rental place, and they said, we have 3 cars. Pick which one of these 3 you want. And I was like, none of those. I can drive absolutely none of those. Absolutely none. Because they were all massive. And they said, you can have a Jetta. A Jetta is the smallest one. Hey, thanks for the GG, Mark. Thank you. And I said, no, I'm not. No, you can get me a smaller car. Can I go to another one? Can I go to another Avis? And they were like, nope, these are the 3 cars we have right now. You can take a Jetta. I sat in the Jetta, could not drive it. Could not. The Jetta was terrifyingly large. What's up, Jeff? So I said, we're just gonna cancel this reservation and I'm going home with nothing. So for me to get to work this morning, we took Uber. We took Uber Pet to work. Uber Pet commuted me to work. And my child. So we thought, okay, how about I go to the airport? Because the airport has more selection. And how about I go after the American holiday is done? So today, at the end of work, we took Uber Pet. We went to the airport. The smallest car they have is a Subaru Crosstrek. I feel like a king on a throne in this, it's so big. It's so big. It was the smallest one they had. I asked them for a Fiat 500. I asked them for a smart car. I asked them for a Honda Fit. And they said, well, you can take the Subaru Crosstrek. The Crosstrek? I had to do a 15-point turn to fit in my parking space. I mean, it fits. That's what she said. It fits. But, in my little tiny little parking garage, do you think this has a turning radius? No, you can't just turn in. You gotta So, chatting with my relocation coordinator, because work is helping me with all of this. I'm seeing if I can do a Turo. Has anybody here used Turo? I have not. Because I had a car share program where I used to live, and I just could order the car I knew I wanted to take, a Honda Fit. But Turo, it's like Airbnb for people's cars. So you can just like say, I have a Honda Fit or whatever, I have a Fiat 500. You can just rent my car and just pay me directly the money. And Turo handles your car insurance for you. And there are some Honda Fits and some Fiat 500s and some, I like a Nissan Kicks. Nissan Kicks is fine. Poe and I will take a Nissan Kicks. It fits all her stuff, fits all my stuff. We've done many, many road trips up and down the coast in a Nissan Kicks. Sounds fine. It's 7 inches smaller. 7 inches smaller than a Subaru Crosstrek. First, you've heard of Turo? Wait, really, Leif? Well, Leif, do you own a car? If you already own a car, you probably don't need a car rental service. I'm not saying the worst cars. I'm saying the tiniest cars. I've driven a Fit. I love a hey, Relia! Wait, Relia, is that you? You have a different name on here. Also, that picture is very tiny. It doesn't look like you. Where are your sunglasses, man? What's up, Turtle Biscuit? No, I like tiny cars. I have rented many Honda Fits. I like Honda Fits. I like them. It has a great cup holder for my tea. I drink like a mega gulp sized tea, and the thing is the tea holder is up here, not down here. You know what I hate? You're driving, you're looking forwards at the cars and the things that you don't want to hit in front of you, and you have to look down here to get your drink. Why? Yeah, that's better, Aurelia. There you go. Like, the amount of times on a road trip that I have to look not where I am driving because I have to look down here. No, your cup holder should be right here so that when you're thirsty, you just drink it, you put it back. Honda Fits are great, okay? You need an all-wheel drive in tough weather? I can guarantee you where I live, I am not gonna have tough weather. If I do have tough weather, I'm not going to drive. What did I drive down in? I drove down in, so I did the same thing. Went to the airport, rented a car. I said, I need your smallest car possible. And they said, we have a Nissan Versa. And I said, done, Versa. I can drive a Versa. Say the interface, same as my Kicks. I'm driving a Kicks for 5 years. Okay, Nissan Versa, perfectly fine. Did I love it? No, but it actually felt more secure from a security perspective because I have my $4,000 gaming PC with me, and a Versa has a proper trunk you can hide stuff in, whereas your Kicks, people can just look in your trunk and be like, I can steal that. So, good night, Mark. Thank you so much for the gifts tonight. Thank you. So yeah, the Versa was not bad. It was not bad. Now, would I buy a Versa? No, it wasn't bad. Oh, thank you for the 100. Thank you. Your boss decided to work from home because of fog. I didn't see any fog today. I didn't see any fog. Today was my first day at work. First day in the office with my own desk that I have set up with but I've got a bunch of Vault-Tec stuff. I have David S. Pumpkins. Leif, your Nendroid is on a truck. It's on a truck. Once it gets here on Friday, Tuesday we'll take it into my desk and get Link and Epona all set up, but I'll have to figure out what style, what clothing we want him to be in. So we'll get that all set up. So I have some trinkets and things on my desk right now. So yeah, went into work. First full-time day, like in the office, properly being in the office. So many people thrilled to see me. So many people thrilled to meet the dog. I had to fill in a ton of paperwork today because I started a brand new company today. Technically, I am a new person. Technically, what's up, Gianpaolo? Am I married? No, I'm not. I'm married to work. I'm married to work. So I started a new job today, so I had to give in my social security number and set up my banking information and all the rest of that stuff so that I can actually get paid. I would very much like to get paid because with all my security deposits and all the furniture I've had to buy and all the car rentals and everything and all the gas I've had to pay for, my American bank accounts that have been stagnating for the past 5 years they've just emptied. I would very much like them to not be empty anymore. I would like my American bank accounts to have money in them because my rent is coming out. My rent is coming out this week. Wait, you have a social security number? Of course I have a social security number. How do you think? I pay taxes. I pay taxes. If you're working in the country. I'm not a citizen. I'm not a permanent resident. I'm a non-permanent resident. So yeah, I have all the rights that a non-permanent resident has. Which I feel like there's not many rights these days. Until it snows, you wish, there is, if it ever snows here, once again, I am not going dry. No, like where I currently live, if it sprinkles rain, nobody here knows how to drive. Plus, the road infrastructure can't handle when there's rain here because there's no drains anywhere. So the water just floods. It just floods on the freeways. And then the cars can't drive because the freeways are flooded. If there's snow here, I am not driving. There's no point. Nobody else can drive. I'm not driving. I'm just going to work from home. Tough beans. Leif, you think you never actually closed out your old Canadian bank account? There you go. You might have some work there. So today was Poe's first day of going into the office, and I was beyond stressed. Just beyond stressed. I did take her to work for one day, maybe 1.5 days. No, 1 day, only 1 day. I tried it for 1 day, and then it was too much, and she was not good at work. Now, granted, she was a year old, so she was a year-old puppy that I decided to take into work. Probably a bad idea on my part. Fair. 4.5 now, and I don't have a dog walker here. I don't have a dog watcher. I don't know anybody in my building. So it's either she was gonna sit in a crate. I left at 8:15 this morning, and I got home when I started with you folks. So I got home at 7:40? That would have been 11 hours in a crate. We're not doing that. So I took her into work with me, and I was so stressed out. I brought her bed, I brought her treats. She was perfect. She was so perfect. She was so chill. She met some of the other work dogs, decided she doesn't like any of them, which is fine because she doesn't really like other dogs. She loved all the people. First thing in the morning, I'm wandering to go find my new desk. My engineering VP's over there. He fosters dogs. He loves dogs, and he was just content just to walk right past me. And he was like, no, you, good sir, you're gonna meet my dog. Well, that was my first mistake. He got her so riled up because he wanted to play with her, and he's like, you're so cute, and you're so much smaller. You look so much bigger on the screen on all our Zoom meetings. And I was like, well, I did shave her. I got her all shaved off, summer shave, or nice and early in January. So he got her riled up. Everybody else was like, oh my God. Some other people came over and sat on the floor so they could play with her and meet her. And then I was booked pretty much solid in meetings from 10 until 5 o'clock. Didn't get a lunch. And she was fine. I was able to go outside and take little pee breaks. Even at the end of the day, so she's not allowed in our micro kitchens, like where you get your coffee, you get your snacks and stuff. She's not allowed in there. She's not allowed in the cafeteria. She's technically not allowed in the bathrooms. Took her in the bathroom. Don't tell anyone. But at the end of the day, micro kitchen, no one was around. So I just took her over near the table area where dogs are allowed, and I just told her, stay. And sit, then stay. Then I went and I got some snacks, and she was doing what she needed to do. Now, the micro kitchen was empty at that point. If there were people around, she would have been like, oh, hey, how's it going? I want to meet all of you. But with no people around, she was perfectly fine. She just threw a fit at the end of the day, but I fed her an hour early. So she was kind of saying, like, it's my dinner time right now. And it had been an entire day's worth of meetings. We were in the middle of, I was doing an external interview, so I was looking to hire somebody, so I was interviewing them, and she's sitting in the corner saying, sighing, crying, whining, saying, give me attention, feed me. And I was like, no, not right now. Please, not right now when I'm doing the interview. I wasn't even able to get lunch today because she's not allowed in the cafeteria. So it's 2:00. I turned to a coworker and I'm like, is there any food available? Can you just hold her while I run to the calf? Ran to the calf. Calf was empty. Lunch today was, so they were cleaning everything up. They had left out one tortilla. There was 2 half pieces of turkey in the sandwich station. There was a couple slices of tomato, and there was pickles and hot sauce. So that was my lunch today. It was a spinach wrap, not enough protein whatsoever, and pickles and tomatoes. So we're gonna have to fix that for tomorrow. I'm gonna have to start planning some pee breaks. I'm gonna have to start like figuring out a lunch schedule where I can give her to somebody to watch, and then I can make it to the cafeteria before they're closed. Because also I was planning on going to the caf and getting a bowl so I could eat tonight's dinner in a bowl, and I didn't, like, they had already put all the bowls away. Like, they didn't even have plates out for me to put my wrap on a plate or anything. Am I meeting in person now or still online? So now that I'm going into the office, ideally I'm meeting with people who are also in the office. In general, my employer is trying to get more people in the office at the same time. We believe people do their best work when they're co-located. I believe that too. So I'm meeting with as many people are in the office. There are people who are still remote. There are people who are sick. There are people who, for various reasons, don't come into the office. And so we still are on video conferencing with them. There are also people who will do like flex days where they'll just shift their commute. So they will drive in at 7 and drive home at 3, so that their commutes are shorter, but then they still work after 3. So if you need to meet with them in the afternoon, you're meeting with them remote on a call or whatever. I don't believe that at all. A bunch of time wasting is going on at the office. So I do agree with that. Was I as purely productive today as I would have been if I were at home sitting alone? No, I would have gotten all my to-do items done today if I was at home. But there's the unmeasurables about being in the office. So I walked past a bunch of desks with my coworkers. They were whiteboarding something on a whiteboard. I gave them some commentary. I wouldn't have known that whiteboard picture even existed if I wasn't in the office today. I got to see people, hug people, have social conversations with people. I saw somebody I haven't seen in years. I was waiting for my Uber and somebody's like, "Barbara?" And he was so far away, I couldn't see that far. I didn't know who it was at all. Someone he used to hang out with all the time. He was just coming in from a run. He's like, "Oh my God, you're here. I love your dog. Your dog, my dog. We should hang out. Here's a picture of my baby." Saw a picture of a baby, a very fat baby. Everyone has babies these days. And so like all of that stuff, the joy that I get from connecting with people, I can't do that from home. I'm going to be doing a lot more filming, hopefully, knock on wood. Renee, you listening? I'm going to be doing more filming, more podcasting, those types of things, and they don't do those remote anymore, so I have to be here to do those. So there are perks of coming into the office. Also, the office is going to feed me if I can make it there on time. I hate cooking. I have the biggest fridge of life. I have a family size, like a Relia family size fridge. Like it's a Thermador something, like an industrial sized fridge that is only gonna hold sparkling water for me because I am never cooking ever again because I don't need to because my employer will feed me. I like this. Do I want to hear a dead baby joke? No dead baby jokes. We're being appropriate. So we had a good day today. I am exhausted. I am beyond exhausted because I am not used to, judge me if you want, I'm not used to engaging with this many unique people in a single day, right? I've been doing remote for 5 years. The most amount of people I see in a day is 2. If I'm working out, I'll see my trainer and I'll see my bud who's at the gym at the same time in the morning. And then I go home and I just sit alone all day talking to a screen. I'm not used to, I easily talked to 100 people today. Probably. I should probably count them. I'm not used to this. I'm so tired. South to West, how's it going? I'm so tired. My brain is fried. And I would love a chair to sit on, but I don't have a chair. I don't have anything. I just have a dog bed. So I can't even come home and relax. I don't even have TV. You know, you come home and you're like, I just want to shut my brain off. I'm going to play Fallout 76 or I'm going to put on some TV. I don't have a TV. I don't have an American TV service. The TV I want to watch is Canadian TV. I can't access it. I don't have a VPN. And you go to the website and it says, you're not in a country we support. I know I'm not in Canada anymore. So, I do like the sometimes 2 days a week come into the office. Yeah, for me, it's 3 days in the office, 2 days where you work best. Now, where I happen to work best is probably where they will feed me. But we'll see how things go with Poe, because I'm technically not allowed to take her into the office every day. It's supposed to be 1 to 2 days maximum per week. And if they find out we're going in more often, I will get a stern warning to say you can't bring her in anymore. It's not really a warning. It's more of a stop it. So we need to fly under the radar, and we need her. We need her to be so cute that everybody doesn't mind that she's in there every single day. So I don't have a dog walker. I don't have any Aiden here. And I just could not leave her in a crate for 11 hours with no break. I couldn't do it. And she's been pretty good in this apartment. All of my baseboards are intact, knock on wood. There's a lot of paint scratched off of a door. But the door was closed and she wanted it open. So I get why she was scratching. It's just this apartment is too big for me. I didn't want it to be this big, but this is what we landed with. So it's too big. I have a west wing and an east wing. And if I'm in the east wing and she's over here, she could be eating the baseboards and I won't be able to hear her. So I try to keep her in the same half of the apartment as I'm in. So I had her trapped in the one half and she's like, I don't want to be here with you. I want to go. Yeah. Well, Andrew, I do get that. So for 4.5 years, she was with me every single day. Always with me. She is a COVID dog. She loves me far too much. So this is an adjustment for us. And this very heavily weighed into my decision to take this job. If I didn't think that she and I could figure something out, then I wouldn't have taken this job and I would have stayed where I was. This life change was worth it for me, so we just have to figure something out. My building has a dog walker. There is somebody who comes in and walks people's dogs. Have I met this person? No. I have his phone number, so I don't know. We might do a trial. But what it would mean is, it would mean that she, in the morning, would go in the crate. He would come once or twice in those 11 hours and just take her out for a short walk, put her back in the crate. She'd still spend the whole day in the crate. Ideally, what I want to find is somebody in my building who is working from home, and then I can just do individual doggy daycare in that person's house. I just take them down. So I used to have that with Steph in my previous building. Steph worked from home, and I could just pay Steph, or Aiden worked from home, and I just would send her to Aiden, send her to Steph for the day. Then I could go do my day stuff and then go pick her up. So I'd like something like that, because so at least so she can just free roam, but I have somebody watching her, so when she eats stuff, she'll be safe. Yeah. Yes. So those are all of my life updates. I have eaten none of my dinner. I'm not very good at this mukbang stuff. I just talk. I mean, I don't eat. Are you here for the eating or the talking? Neither. You're here for the hats, and the hats are on a truck. Okay? If you're here for the hats, You gotta wait another, what day is it today? 3 days. In 3 days on Friday, my life will show up on a truck. If my moving company would get me any of the paperwork, if they would ever respond to my emails and get me any of the paperwork, then I could coordinate with my building to let them move in. And so Friday, in theory, I will get all my stuff, which means I will get my monitor, I will get a chair, I will get my desk, I'll get my bed, I'll get my life, and then I would be able to set everything up. And then I just have to buy stuff to fill in the empty holes here. So Friday, everything should, in theory, get better on Friday. This is day 4 of me sitting on the floor and living on the floor. I'm kind of done living on the floor. You're flying to Baltimore. Nice. What for? What for? Are you want to Knox bag salad? Bag salad's great. So great. You should be jealous of my bag salad. And sparkling water. I don't even have to buy sparkling water anymore. This is from work. I have a lifetime supply of Talking Rain sparkling water. Great. Thought you were bringing a camping chair? I don't own any camping chairs. I had a camping chair last time because my friend dropped one off along with his air mattress, but I don't own a camping chair. I don't own any cheapy chairs. No, my bud who lives in the building was complaining today to say, I just want a chair. He's like, if you want a chair, you can just come get a chair. You can just get one of my dining room chairs. You can just have a chair. If you really need it, you can just have a chair. I don't need a blow-up mattress. My unit has a Murphy bed in it, and it has a mattress in the Murphy bed, so I have somewhere to sleep. But it's more for sitting. Like, I'm not gonna do work from a Murphy bed. I'm gonna sit on the dog bed on the floor. An author is doing a book tour, and you thought the Washington venue would be a book tour. Cool. Very cool. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's another 2 days or so. And if I just stay in the office longer, then it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, thank you, Luke. Thank you. All right, so those are all my life updates. This is as much of a stream as you're getting on this Tuesday. We'll have a proper stream next Tuesday, and maybe even a makeup stream this weekend, because I really want to play Fallout. I don't know why. Yes, I've been sleeping in the Murphy bed. Yes, but I still need a chair for when I'm doing my work. I just want to sit. I don't do work in beds. That's a no-no. You don't. Those are church and state. You keep those things separate. Bed is for bedding. Work is for working. So I will see you when I see you, but I will definitely see you next Tuesday. Internet here has been pretty good. I had a better speed test in my previous apartment, but here's still good. I have 800 down and closer to 1,000 up, which is fine for what we'll need. So the internet's pretty good, and we will be able to stream and do whatever it is that we need. There you go. This is like an IRL stream. Yeah, I'm doing this one on my phone. So as you can see, if you're a regular, if you've been here before, we're getting some different traffic than usual. Hey, what's up, Mr. Strawberry? How's it going? Did I spring for the expensive internet? That is actually just Google Fiber, Relia. I just decided to go with Google Fiber. You get a free router with it too, and spec for spec, their router is better than mine, and mine is a quite good router, so I'm going with it right now. It's $70 American dollars a month for gigabit, and their router's free, and there's no min term length. So if I decide in a month I want to switch, I can just switch, and all I have to do is mail back the router, and then there's no cancellation fees, no nothing. Yeah, so fiber just seemed like a decent get something started. They also had infinity sign-up slots, like, because the technician has to come and plug his modem into the wall. And so fiber just, I don't know, it was really convenient. I wish I had fiber where you're at, they're installing it, but you're moving and you pay 120 a month for gigabit. I was paying 200 in my previous apartment until I told them I was gonna quit, and then they gave it to me for 70 a month. So I was overpaying. Thank you, Dark Horse. I was overpaying for a couple of years, and then when I was actually just gonna leave, then they brought it right down. So negotiate. Negotiate for what you want. You just might actually get it. All right, well, it was good seeing all of you. Please do hit that like button if you've not yet had a chance to already. I will see all of you next Tuesday. If that works for you. Questions, comments, concerns, you can drop them on Discord. We're gonna finish this bag salad, and then I'm probably going straight to bed. I'm so tired. And if you are digging what you're seeing, and if you'd like to bookmark our channel and check it out for later, somewhere here you can hit subscribe and come and subscribe so you can check out my channel when I am live next Tuesday. Like Jen. It's going. If you can hear the echo, it's because I have no furniture and I'm in a huge apartment with no furniture and it's empty. But the furniture will be here in 3 days, technically. So not that long. I thought it might be 2 weeks, 3 weeks. No. But they packed it on Tuesday. Well, I guess they packed on Tuesday. Arrives on the following Friday, so a week and a half. I think it's pretty good. You have a milestone, it won't pop up. So it won't do the pumpkins, but it'll still pop up the green. And yeah, my bots are on that computer. Hi, big girl. So no, Harvey, you can't play Simpsons in this one. It doesn't work like that. And I haven't fixed your bugs yet, so, because I don't have a monitor. So, I will see all of you folks, hopefully, next Tuesday. Jen, it is good to see you. We haven't seen you in a while, so it's good to see you. Ray, good to see you too. I will see all of you hopefully next Tuesday. We'll have furniture. We will have a computer. I will have a chair. I will have many chairs. For all I know, we'll set up the ball chair. We'll put the ball chair back. Didn't you say you're buying a new monitor? Yeah, I'll have a new monitor on Thursday evening. But I'm not going to go to the trouble of setting up. I don't have a table. So I'm not going to set up the monitor and my computer on my kitchen counter and then move it when the movers get here. I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to set it up on Friday. Wait for desk. Set it up on desk. Yeah. Plus I haven't purchased, much like cell phones, I have never purchased a computer monitor. I've been using computer monitors from work, and work monitors are not gaming monitors. So I needed to buy one anyways. Okay. Luke, I should be good. I've lived here before. I know roughly what I'm getting into. Fortunately for me, I already had the bank accounts and social security numbers and everything all set up. The stuff I now need is, I need to figure out healthcare, dental, and eye doctors. I hated my dentist. I hated my eye doctor. Less, but still love them. And I had One Medical when I was here last, but I have heard One Medical is no longer a thing that people sign up for because Jeff Bezos bought it and put it in the toilet. So what's the new One Medical? I was asking some people today and they're like, I don't know, I just have a primary care physician and I just pay blood tons of money for it. I would prefer One Medical that I'm not paying blood tons of money for. So we'll see. I'll get that from my coworkers. So I will see you folks when I see you. Have a good night. Drink your water. Drink your sparkling water. Eat your greens and your broccoli. And have a good night. I probably know all the answers to your homework. I was very good in school. Probably. But have a good night. Thanks for hanging out too.